What's going on, guys? This is King Kong 9100, and I'm back with another breakdown for clips 4 through 5. I think, yeah, clips 4 through 5 that we've done for Kong Skull Island. Now, I know I'm late and all that. I'm really sorry about that. Actually, it's just that I got lazy and stuff. So yeah, and I just woke up, so I'm feeling pretty tired right now. Um, But what was good was that over the night that I've been being lazy and stuff, we got a brand new TV spot for Kong Skull Island, and I think that'd be number 9 in our list. It's number 10 everywhere else, but in my like little personal list, it's number 10. So because I felt this video is gonna be pretty short, I'm gonna also break down some. I'm gonna show you guys some posters, some stills that we've done for the movie, as well as some monster stats. So that's going to be very exciting. But for now, let's get started with the first clip, and that's called Is That a Monkey? And you all know where this scene came from. Alright, so right off the bat, we got Lieutenant Packard, and uh, he's fearing he's fearing for his men's lives right now because already 2 helicopters have gone down, as you just heard. So what's interesting is that um you got Houston Brooks, the Asian lady, we don't know her name yet, and the professor. And I mean, I'm assuming he's a professor. I'm just gonna call him that. But he's the same guy who made the presentation about the island in the beginning. So yeah, and he's also part of Landsat, which is a company. I'm pretty sure it's the same one who even found the island using their satellites. So that's pretty interesting. Now, I'm not sure what he could be doing right here, but maybe just to help with the how to map the island. But yeah, I'm not sure why he's here. He's got the same uniform as that other guy in the last few clips in my last video. So I really love in the background. You're gonna hear like people screaming and stuff. And the humans' reactions here are very interesting too. Nice acting. I just have to say, I really love this little. It's kind of like a callback to Carl Denham. His camera was like that because we know they have modern cameras. So I'm not sure what he could be doing with this one. At the time, he has the same camera as Mason Weaver, so I'm not sure why he has this film thing. But I really love that last shot, right up to the last frame where the sun is like kind of glowing on his face, and you can see all the wrinkles and his teeth baring and stuff. It looks very cool. It looks like something you'd see in Godzilla 2, just like in a Monarch base on the background. You'd see a screen playing with a bunch of other monsters, and you just see Kong, like this same footage, and then it would say like um it'd have all the information and stuff. Say it was from like 1974. I think that's when this movie takes place, or 1973. I don't know. I really like that footage. And I like his reaction too. He's shocked too. Like he doesn't even believe his own research he's been conducting for over 30 years. So you gotta see it to believe it. I love the crying in the background and all that. It looks very realistic. And I just want to say I really like how the motion capture is. Sorry about that. When he closes his hand, it looks very realistic. Alright, so we hear Kong give these light snarls, and I really like this turnaround shot. You hear it right there. Right there. Very cool. Now the only problem I have with this whole shot in general, like I know it was trying to be stylistic and stuff, but I thought like Kong was moving at like supersonic speeds because these other guys were moving really slowly. So that was pretty weird, but I can understand. Kong can't move faster than the humans though, so maybe he can. I don't know. But that was the first clip called Is That a Monkey? And now we're gonna go on to the second one called Monster Battle, which is Kong facing off with the Skull Crawlers. Alright, right off the bat, I just gotta say, I love the detail these Skull Crawlers have. Like, the I was gonna call them the legs, but I guess the forearms, you could say. Looks, sorry about the background noise. Looks like Godzilla's plated legs, you know? I gotta get up right now. So yeah, you also got the like plated hands, the fingers. It looks very cool, the design. Only problem I have is the eye placement. If it was just a little bit higher on the same level as the fake eye, then that'd be much better. But this would they all do look kind of stupid like that, like, or at least at this angle. I'm sorry, I gotta play that back. I just want to show you right there, like the plated legs. For some reason, like the corners of the frame, it looks rainbowy like and very blurry. I don't know if I'm the only one noticing that, but yeah. Also, the skull crawlers, because they're constantly working out, their arms are fucking swole. I mean, just like they got a muscle in their shoulder and their mid arm, all their elbow with that little dagger right there. That looks like muscle. Right here's muscle. Here's muscle. Yeah. Since I'm already commenting on the design, I just want to say I really like how their mouth is jagged and stuff. It looks very Biollante-esque, as well as those multi-tongue things. Looks very cool. Now, I don't get why they always care about the humans, but the monsters should not even give a slightest shit about the humans. Alright, now the very fact that the Skullcrawler didn't even hear Kong, or maybe he heard it and didn't even care, well, that doesn't make sense. But the very fact that the humans were shocked that they heard Kong's roar and they stopped dead in their tracks, that only proves my theory. And what's my theory, you ask, you imaginary person? Well, my theory is that we gotta get to a cooler frame. My theory was that this is the battle right after Kong fights the two Skullcrawlers. Now, in the past TV spot we've gone, like I just said, Kong fought two Skullcrawlers. Now, I think that the third one, which is this one, he comes out. He sees Kong is fighting those two, so Kong obviously he's preoccupied right now, so he heads for the humans. And yeah, Kong just finishes off those Skullcrawlers. So. And the humans already think, oh man, Kong is dead, just forget it, it's over, it's done. So, and so does the Skullcrawlers. So then when they hear Kong's roar, I don't think this one heard it. It's a shock value, so. I quickly got a comment about this. I don't know where Kong found a boulder that big. I mean, just to show his strength, I'd like to see a little like scene where Kong just punches both hands into a mountain and pulls out a boulder. I don't know. I just want to, just so it shows his strength and stuff. Like, the only reason I said I don't know where he found a boulder that big was because in one of the scenes where Kong, he hits the Skullcrawler with the tree. Where on earth did he find that tree? A tree that big, almost 100 feet high. I have no idea where he found a tree that big, but, whatever. I hope they explain that. Also, Kong literally came out of nowhere. I mean, unless he jumped, like, over that mountain right there. I mean, that does look like a hell of a jump, and it would take longer than how it did. But, yeah, I don't know. I like how he's, like, in a gorilla pose, like where you'd see Peter Jackson's King Kong, which is my all-time favorite King Kong ever. I really like how his feet are gorilla-like and the way he jumps. So, I guess the humans make some kind of an alliance with Kong because right there, Kong, he checks to make sure the humans are leaving. So, or maybe he didn't even notice them and then he just looked like, oh, what are they doing here? But he obviously doesn't want to attack them because he's kind of occupied right now. And just because this is a better angle, there's the plated arms of the Skullcrawler. It looks like Godzilla's shoulders, Godzilla's arms, his legs. Yeah, and I like the back too, that color variation. That's very cool. And this even adds to my theory idea thing because Kong has a fresh wound right there. So yeah. Now Kong, he tanks this bite of a skullcrawler like it doesn't even matter. And that should have torn off his arm, but I guess it didn't because Kong is Kong. And then this thing goes straight for the throat and even lands a bite. So just because I want to see Kong's durability and or show that he has regeneration or he heals faster, I just want to see Kong get his throat like bitten out, where it's all bloody and stuff. The humans see it, and they're all like, "Oh man, Kong is done for now. His throat is bitten out." And then Kong just rises up, and he's like even madder. The water is full of blood. It's literally a red sea. And then Kong just he grabs a skull crawler, and then both hands he grabs it. There's blood from his fingers dripping down on his like down his hand because he's literally squeezing and holding on to as hard as he can into a skullcrawler's jaw, and he just tears it open. And I'm not talking like where it would stop right at the end of the jaw. I want to see it go all the way down to like the base of its neck, like kind of like to where the chest begins. Like Kong rips this thing open, and then he just starts bashing it in, and its head becomes pulp. Like King Kong's gonna pull a Negan on the skullcrawler. So yeah, that's what I want to see. And then like maybe in a day or two, Kong, you'd see his throat is fully regenerated or fully healed. I guess because people don't like that regeneration thing. It sounds too comic book like. So he's fully healed. Um, but yeah, so that was our second clip, Kong versus the Skullcrawler. Now, so yeah, like I was saying, because this video might not be too long, I'm just gonna quickly show you guys some posters, some stills, and then stats. So this is the first one, the international poster, and I think it's Chinese, Korean, or Japanese. I'm not sure what it is, but it does look very cool. I like how you're in the viewpoint of the jungle, and you look up and you just see Kong. Very cool. So the second one, it's not as great as the first one was, but yeah, you got Kong in the karate pose, and it gives off like a morning sunset vibe, like the sun is rising, not setting, like how it looked in most movies or in most scenes we've gotten for Kong. Yeah, but the blue definitely gives off the morning-esque vibe. Now onto the stills. Now here you got Brie Larson looking hotter than ever. I'm not sure what she's firing at. Now that I mean, at first I thought that was a flare gun. I was like, what the hell? But I guess it's not. It must be something else. So, how stupid did I sound right there? I mean, obviously it's a flare gun, or not a flare gun. Obviously it's a gun of some sort. But what she's firing at, I'm not sure. Oh, that was for later. Here's the second one. I'm not sure who she could be waiting for, but yeah, they're obviously still on the stallion. I think it's called. No, not the stallion. They're on the boat, the carrier, and they're waiting for someone. Maybe they're waiting for. I was gonna say Houston and Bill, but never mind. This is the third one where you could see what's his name? Bill Randa does have the same kind of camera as Mason Weaver. It's not like the same camera, but it's same as in modern. So I'm not sure what he could have had that other camera where he was recording Kong be. I mean, I guess it was just a callback to the 1933 and 2005 Kong, but yeah. I mean, you might as well just use the modern camera. Now this is where Houston Brooks and Bill Randa are on that on the plane. I think here they were waiting for Bill and Houston, but yeah, we know what they were talking about in the TV spot. So I'm not gonna. I'll just show you. I'll just talk about that one in my next breakdown of the TV spot. So yeah, then you got the Landsat guy. That just you couldn't really see his logo, the Landsat, but now because that thing was blocking it, but now you can see it. So. And then here's our last still, and this is just Lieutenant Packard walking with all of his men. He doesn't look really happy here, but actually he was very happy. He's like smiling. He's like, today's a good day. We may have lost the war, but I didn't lose any men, so I didn't lose at all. So yeah. And that wraps up the stills. So I'm going to show you guys these monster statistics. Now, I just want to quickly show out these two new pictures we've gotten. And it is of Kong and the Skullcrawler. And this is the small Skullcrawler. Sorry about my stuttering, guys. I know it's brutal. Just bear with me. So we got Kong right here. He does have a six-pack, which is very cool. He's adolescent, so it's not fully formed. Imagine how muscular he's going to be in King Kong vs. Godzilla. He's going to be huge. He's going to be ripped. I don't know what the water buffalo is doing right there, but I guess he does what he does. Kong knows it's not harmful, so he's just eating, kind of being a cock block. But yeah, and these are some torches, and there's Mason Weaver right there. And I can zoom in if you guys want, but you seriously just, whoa. You guys are literally just going to see pixels, so, see? But when you zoom out, you can tell it's her because she's got like that satchel, a women figure, body figure, so. Yeah, maybe she's trying to summon Kong, maybe she just could yell for Kong's name. I really don't know how. But I guess it was just, they accidentally see each other. Kong's holding a helicopter in his hand, so I'm not sure what he could be using that for. Maybe Kong could use it for some of the animals, like as a home or something. I'm not sure, but yeah. No, this is the like I said, the baby Skullcrawler. They're not literally babies, but I guess they're like mini Skullcrawlers. They're like minions. So yeah, you got those pterodactyls in the background, and I think this is during the graveyard scene. But yeah. So now I'm just gonna cut to that picture while I'm reading these statistics. So yeah, first up, Kong. Now his height is 31.6 meters, which is 104 feet. His weight is 158 tons. And his biography, because all these characters come with like the monsters come with a little description, little mini biography. It says the guardian of Skull Island, Kong is very young. His parents were killed by the creatures of Skull Island. So that was Kong. Now we're gonna go on to the Skullcrawler. Now the Skullcrawler is height. They range from 3.65 meters to 28.95 meters, and that's basically ranging from 12 to 95 feet. Now their weights can also range from 40 to 100 tons, and their little biography says giant snake-like creatures with powerful arms and skull-like faces. They are Kong's nemesis. They hunt in packs and reside underground. So that's very interesting. Now we're going to go on to the bamboo spider. And I'm not sure why it's called the bamboo spider. They're actually called mother longlegs, and they're an all-female species. I don't know. Maybe they could be totally different. You know what? Yeah, I think the bamboo spider and the mother longlegs are both different creatures because the mother longlegs is like 23 feet tall, and judging from this picture, I'd say these are not 23 feet tall. So, yeah, the length. So it has his length listed, but for some reason it doesn't have their height. But I'm just gonna go with it. So their length is 5 to 7 meters, and their biography says giant spiders living in the bamboo forest of Skull Island. Their legs blend in perfectly with the bamboo, towering at the same height as the trees. Their web is as strong as iron. So I think maybe if Kong fights one of these things, like we'll get to see their web kind of play a role in the movie. Maybe they use their web uh as like a fighting attack defense thing. So I'd really like to see that happen. Now because these are translated directly from Japanese, it may like be off. For this particular one, it's basically about the water buffalo. But it doesn't have the name water buffalo listed. Actually, it says skeleton buffalo. It does not look like a skeleton whatsoever, so just kind of don't mind that at all. Now, the length is 13 meters. So their horn length is 19 meters and their weight is 22 tons. And their little biography says, a quiet and gentle creature, it can survive underwater for several days at a time, and its body can blend in perfectly with its surroundings. So that was our little wrap up of the two monster not too muscular, like the monthly statistics. Uh, I had to make remake this video, and I know it sucks right now, but that's just me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for sucking. Um, but yeah, I really like this picture. It looks very cool. I wish you got it in HD. So yeah, later on, I think later on today, I'm gonna at least do the TV Spot 9 breakdown. Uh, what's the TV Spot? Yeah, and then no, I think it's TV Spot 10. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm gonna do the newest TV Spot. I'm gonna break that down later today, and then maybe I'll talk about like my dream Skull Island and what I want to see and what I don't want to see. Um, but yeah, so like I was saying, just leave me a comment below. What topic you want to see me discuss on Kong Skull Island, and yeah, I want to try to make videos daily about it because this is like a once in a lifetime thing. Once in a lifetime thing for me, and I'm probably never gonna get this chance again until we get another Kong Skull Island movie. What I want to hear is, do you think we're gonna get another Kong Skull Island movie before Godzilla vs Kong comes out? Let me know in the comments below, and fuck me. So without further ado, I love you guys. Try to 1v1 me in Roblox paintball. I will probably fuck your shit up. This is King Kong 19100 signing out. See ya.